Hello guys and welcome to this Chainsaw Man video. And in this video, I will be talking about the newest chapter of the Chainsaw Man manga. And this video will be a chapter review for chapter 117 of Chainsaw Man. Anyway guys, the title for this chapter is called Penguins and Weapons. And the title of this chapter refers to the fact that Denji actually got to hug a penguin in this chapter, and I thought that this was a very heartwarming moment. And the title of this chapter also refers to the fact that Mitaka will be receiving a brand new weapon in this chapter. And this was an extremely interesting chapter, and there were many mysteries that were being built up in this chapter. And at the end of this chapter there was a massive plot twist, and this plot twist left us with a giant cliffhanger. And one of the reasons why I loved this chapter is because we got to see many awesome action sequences, and we also got to see the Famine Devil return to the story. So far, the Famine Devil has been shrouded in a lot of mystery, and this chapter makes her character even more mysterious. And in this chapter we also got to see the War Devil return to the story, and the War Devil has some great character interactions with Mitaka. And I also really enjoyed getting to see Yoshida use his devil powers, and this chapter showed us that he is a very powerful fighter. Anyway guys, before I get into this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. So let's get into the video now. So in the last chapter, Mitaka was getting ready to use the War Devil's power, and with this power she was trying to turn the aquarium into a spear. And this chapter begins with Mitaka turning the aquarium into a spear, and Mitaka was actually able to get everyone out of the aquarium. And we see the scene where Denji is contemplating his mindless obedience to Mitaka, and he is wondering if he should obey her commands. And this moment has many parallels with the Control Devil, because Denji is trying to break this bad habit that he developed from being with the Control Devil. And then Denji suddenly saw a penguin, and seeing the penguin made Denji very excited. And from his facial expression, we can tell that Denji is very happy to find this penguin, and I thought that this was a very cute moment. And then Denji decided to pick up the penguin, and he was just holding the penguin up in the air. And then the chapter switches to Mitaka, and she is facing off with the Justice Devil. And the Justice Devil told Mitaka that she can't buy the whole aquarium with only $7,000. And in this moment we can see the spear that Mitaka created from the aquarium, and she is holding this spear in her left hand. And we can also see that the Eternity Devil has taken the form of many fingers. And then the Eternity Devil said that the Famine Devil is a bitch, and it also said that this was not the deal that they agreed upon. And then the Eternity Devil tried to attack Mitaka, however at the last second, Yoshida saved Mitaka by cutting off the Eternity Devil's hand with his octopus. And then Yoshida said, "I need you to die, thanks though." And he also said that the sky has never looked this beautiful to him, and he said that this experience is what taught him to appreciate it. And then, in the next panel, we see that the War Devil suddenly returned to the story, and then she started using the spear to attack the Eternity Devil. And then the War Devil said that she can't believe Mitaka is feeling guilty over an aquarium, and she said that is definitely something that Mitaka would do. And then the War Devil defeated the Eternity Devil by impaling it with the aquarium spear. And this was a very impressive display of power, and I say this because the War Devil was able to kill the Eternity Devil with only a single attack. And during this attack, we saw that a bunch of sea creatures bursted out of the spear. And I thought that this moment was funny because in the background we just see Denji with a penguin, and Denji is hugging the penguin. And Denji said that the penguin is so cute, and he also said that he wants to keep the penguin as a pet. And this was the very first time that Denji has ever gotten to see a penguin, and I am very glad that Denji got to have this experience. And in the next page we get to see the most mysterious part of this chapter, and the moment that I am talking about is the scene where we get to see the Famine Devil, and the Famine Devil is just standing on top of a building. And the Famine Devil just said, "So much for that idea." And the reason why this scene is so interesting is because the Famine Devil was staring at Yoshida, and Yoshida was staring right back at the Famine Devil. And it seems like this scene is trying to imply that there is a connection between these two characters, and these two characters are both shrouded in a lot of mystery. And I also thought that this next moment was very funny because we saw this panel where Denji had to give the penguin back to the zookeeper, and in this moment Denji looked like he was very disappointed. Anyway guys, this chapter ends with Denji and Mitaka, and Denji is walking Mitaka back to her house. And Mitaka told Denji that this is the worst date ever, and Mitaka also thanked Denji for walking her home. However, Denji said that he actually liked the date because he got to touch a penguin for the very first time. And then Denji told Mitaka that he wants her to grant him his request now. And then Denji requested that they go out on another date together. And then Denji said that he has way more experience with dating, so because of this, he says that he will teach her to have the best date ever. And then we just saw this very wholesome moment where Denji was holding up a peace sign. And when Denji was holding up this sign, this moment really reminded me of Nayuta, because I remembered the moment where she was holding up this exact same peace sign. And this scene just made me think that I really want Nayuta to return to the story. And then, in the next scene, Mitaka started smiling, and she agreed that Denji should teach her about dating. And then the War Devil suddenly revealed that Mitaka is in love with Denji, and we learn that the War Devil also feels affection for Denji. And the reason why the War Devil also feels affection for Denji is because she shares the same brain as Mitaka. And after hearing this, Mitaka became extremely flustered, and in this moment we can see that she started blushing. And then the War Devil said that this means that they can proceed with the plan, and while she was saying this she had a smile on her face. And then the War Devil took control of Mitaka's body, and she reached out to pat Denji on the head. And then the War Devil just said the words, Denji's spinal cord sword. And this chapter ends with the War Devil trying to turn Denji into a weapon, and this is a very big plot twist. And the reason why the War Devil suddenly decided to turn Denji into a weapon is because Mitaka is in love with him, and the intensity of her emotions are what determines the power of the weapons that she can create. And I think that the next chapter will be a very interesting chapter, and I think that there will be many big reveals in the future. And in the next chapter I also think that Yoshida will jump in and try to stop the War Devil, and I say this because Yoshida is supposed to be protecting Denji. We can tell that Mitaka has already become very close to Denji, and it really seems like the author is going to end this relationship in a very heartbreaking manner. I also really hope that Nayuta will soon return to the story, and I really would like to see more of her character. We can already tell that the Famine Devil will play a major role in this storyline, and I am very eager to learn more about the Four Horsemen. Anyway guys, let me know what you think of this chapter in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.